Midges. I really do hope, guys, you enjoyed this video. So please be patient with me on this one. I am going to be shooting a bit more. I'm going to be here, but these midges are just killing me. They're absolutely killing me. So today's video is brought to you from Glenfinnan Viaduct. In all honesty, it doesn't look all that simply because of the light, but it is quite spectacular looking at it. It's absolutely humongous. The size of it is so grand, and you can see, I think, is it 21 arches it spans across, but it does. It's absolutely stunning, really nice. But the light is just so flat. It's been so bad over the last 2 days that we've been here. Yesterday was just rain all day. We had some amazing muddy fog the day we came, and I'll just give you a quick show of the images in a second. But that walked with us. It was one of those situations where we were like, get the shot, and then we came all the way. We're staying up in Fort William, and we're here for another couple of more days. From here, I don't know see what the plan is really, but I'm going to trek up a little bit more, try to get the view. The time is now 9:30 in the morning. Train didn't arrive till 11:45, 10, something like that. See where we can get the best angle. But here's the images that we took on Sunday. See you in a bit. That wasn't very difficult, but with the stuff that we're carrying, it's kind of a bit here and there. What we've done is we've actually come a little bit higher than the actual cliche shot. I mean, this is similar, we're just a little bit higher, that's all it is. But I'd like to introduce to you a really good friend, Charles over here. Hey! Charles is an absolute fantastic time-lapser. I'll drop a link to his channel below, but he is on Instagram as Both Hemisphere, both meaning with an S. Both hemispheres, my bad. Charles, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Canadian, living in London, pro photographer, 15 years. Mostly commercial work, but my real passion these days is time-lapse, so that's all that's on my Instagram channel.
So you heard it here first. That's Charles. Again, I'll link a description. I'll drop a link to his profile below and some of his work, which I'm sure you will really enjoy, because I know I did. Now the thing is, I'm kind of out of breath and I'm just carrying a few stuff, my normal stuff. The stuff he's carrying is probably in that bag. I'm going to do a quick video showing him setting up his gear. When you see what this guy is carrying on his back to do what he's done here today, it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So dedication, that is what it is here. It's the key to success, or getting there at least. We're going to wait for the train to come around. I'm going to quickly film Charles doing his thing so you can see how ridiculous and amazing his setup is. Enjoy that. See you in a bit. We've decided to come up a bit, hike up a little bit, and we have got another vantage point here. You do lose a tiny bit of the foreground, but in my opinion, when you do zoom in, it does look a lot better. But I do like to, it's not actually my opinion or my location. It's actually been scouted out by Otto, who's actually come with us. And Otto is stood just over here. And there he is. I'm going to link, actually I'm going to show you some of his Instagram feed. It is absolutely phenomenal. Why this guy hasn't got the awards yet, I don't know, but there has to be one for this gentleman. He's such a fantastic, superb, you know, not only architecture and cityscapes, but landscape photographer as well. But to top it all off, he's probably the best guy out of all of us. So humble and so amazing. Just give me a second. Otto, are you going to give me that £50 for saying that now? Or? So yeah, he's basically top fella. Okay, so we've decided to move again. This time, Charles decided to have a quick scout, and we're going just over here. And the word Otto used for this location was epic. So just a few more steps up here, and we're there. Let's go. So what we've decided to do is we're going to come back and go to this other secret location, and we've negotiated, well, Ali has managed to negotiate a really good deal with the manager, and we get, well, I'm not really going to tell you what it is just yet, but you'll get to see it later on. So that should save us an hour. We're going to get the iconic view from the other side, hoping for the sunset stroke the last train coming down as well. There's about an hour or so difference in between the two, but you do get the shot with the lock in the background as well. Right now we're just going to go grab some lunch, and because we're not so far from where we're staying, we're not far from something called Copac. So the image you can see now is when I came up with Craig, and I think this was 2 or 3 years ago when we came up with the North Coast 500. So we're going to see what the settings and what the conditions are like today. We're going to try and attempt something like that and see where we get to. So right now we've got a lift from the land manager within his Land Rover to go to the secret location, and it's phenomenal. It's just the whole experience is wow. And obviously it's thanks to this guy here for sorting it all out and being friends. But yeah, it's kick-ass. There's times I've come over to loads of places and I've been actually blown away by what you see. This is generally no exception. Just to give you I'm not going to show you what it is just yet, but let's have a look at the expression on these guys' face. Guys, can you just tell me what you think of this place without giving it away? Just give me something. Give me a word. Come on.
It's alright, not good. Crap. It's mind blowing.
It's oh, okay. I'm gonna turn around. 3, 2, 1. Nah, I'm kidding. No, go on, seriously, there it is. Are you ready? You probably can't see much there. So what I'll do, I'll just turn around and zoom in, but that is phenomenal. That is special. That is everything you want. All we need now is a little bit of light here and there. I don't know, I mean, we're probably going to be here till sunset, we're not sure. We did actually drive back down to Copac for the Day Spring shipwreck, but we did grab some lunch and decided to come back here and maybe go back down again. but this is just, it's just too beautiful to miss. I mean, it's a very, very rough path to come up, and it's a, obviously we got the lift, so we saved all that time, but it's going to be an interesting walk down. This is surreal. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just going to leave it. Get some B-roll in. Watch. So the train's been and done its thing. I've done 2 different time lapses. The first one I think I shot at about 1/100th of a second, which is going to seem very, very jitterish. I'm not like a time lapse kind of guy, but I don't know, I just thought maybe it'll do something. The second one I did was at 1:25, so it might look a bit better. Not really the ideal shutter speed again if I want to create that slight bit of motion, but it is. Tell me what you think. So we're sort of like done with those shots now. I'm happy with them. Again, it's a nice picturesque shot. It's beautiful, but I personally think the shot of the train with the smoke, the steam coming out and everything is probably best done where we were stood before. So the cliche shot is the actual shot that works. You're at the best place. And what I noticed is that he actually does blow the steam off just when you are there. So you're on the bend, and that's when you get the smoke and the effect on the picture and everything. Because the first time he came around we were thinking, oh no, there's no steam, what's going on? And then he did it just then, and he blows a whistle too. But coming back this direction, because in the afternoon you have 2 within like 10-15 minutes of each other, he goes and then comes back again, and he didn't do it on the way back. And I thought maybe halfway for the people up here, but I think there's no obvious marks here that the photographers have been here. I don't think many people know about this bit over here. It genuinely is a hidden gem. Now we've just got to decide, well, not decide really, but we've got until 4 o'clock to fight off all these midges, and 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock, so we've got about 3 more hours to go until sunset. It's still cloudy with some dark patches here and there. The light is really, really weak. Just a tiny bit of hope right in the distance on the other side of the lock. I hope we do get something. The only issue we've got is, as I'm facing the viaduct on the lock now, we get a sunset, and the sun does set at about 4 or 5 o'clock in that direction. So if we do get something clear and it does light up the right side of the viaduct and the lock and the mountains, it would look epic. I just don't know if it's going to happen. So perseverance and waiting is the only thing we can really do. See where it goes. So yeah, it's interesting. I've really enjoyed it today. It's been really good. The weather's a lot better. It's only the midges which are becoming a bit of a nuisance. Other than that, it's fantastic. So let's enjoy some more epic views. So what I've actually done right now is, well, I had to do it quite quickly while we were waiting. We've had a bit of a break in the sun, and it looks pretty awesome. God, I'm getting tired just picking this up, and it's not even a big setup. So what we had was this nice ray of light just coming on the viaduct, and I've set my camera up. I haven't moved it since the last shot, and what I've done is done something different, which don't really do. I've done it once before, but that's about it. So what I've actually got on here right now is 3 filters in a kind of a weird sort of way because of what the light was doing and where I wanted to control the light. And don't forget, what you're doing to your audience is you're actually trying to get their attention, and you want them to follow the light and go to the center of the image or whatever the attention is you want it to be. So what I've done for that reason is I'm using 3 grads. The two grads I'm using are medium grads, a 4-stop and a 3-stop, and then for the overall sky I'm using a 5-stop. So what I'm actually doing is, to show you here, okay, so what I'm actually doing is I've got the grad over here upside down. That's the 3-stop grad. That's to control the foreground where it was a little brighter than I wanted it to be, to lead them up, so make it darker and lead them up to the viaduct, which is quite clear in the center. Then I've got a 5-stop on the back for the main sky, and it's a soft one, so I get a nice soft transition coming into the mountains. And then just for the ultimate sky where it was a bit too bright, I'm using a 4-stop medium just to control those highlights and bring all that detail back as much as I can. And it's working really well. I'm really happy with it. I mean, have a look at the image, tell me what you think. I quite like it. It's different, but sometimes you have to do these sort of things to get the shot you want. Don't think that they have to be used in a traditional way. Try about and play about with your gear and get to know your gear, and you'll know how much you can really push it. Like I said, I've only done this before, and obviously with them being fantastic Nissi products, there's going to be no issue with color cast or anything along those lines. So we're just going to wait about a bit. It's nearly, what time are we on now? Nearly 6 o'clock. We've got about another 3 hours to go. I think we have Charles over here who's doing his time lapse. He's done one, and he's got another one to do, so he's just breaking them down. But the train's got different times and different variations. He's done a 3-hour one, I think 2-hour one. He's going to start a 4-hour one, and then I don't know, whatever, but that's how they work. And like I said, when I post the link to his work below, you'll understand exactly why and how determined this chap really is. I'm just going to sit back down again and keep fine with images and finish off my snacks and iron brew and stuff, and I shall report back to you once we get something more interesting going on. That's my setup. Canon M6 for an angle this side, main camera to shoot, Canon M50 with the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus on the top. Gitso tripod with the Gitso leg warmers. That used to be part of a PicoFlex dolly, which I'm using now to use as an arm, sometimes for my mobile and sometimes for that, as you can see. Nice little setup, obviously the full set NEC filters, etc. And it's doing really well in this remote location, which is the Viaduct. I'm going to zoom in a little bit there for you so you can see better. Here you have the Viaduct just there. Glen Finnan Viaduct, made famous by Harry Potter, the movie. The lock just there, which is absolutely stunning, and this is a view which is quite exclusive. Sorry about the camera movement, I'm just trying to wave my hand and get all the bridges out of the way. But yeah, stunning. Waiting for the sunset, not quite sure what we're going to get, but you never know. Right guys, peace out. Right guys, it's getting a bit dark now. We're approaching 8:30. Sunset don't look like it's really going to happen. It's getting a little misty in the foreground, so I think I'm going to call it a day, because we've got all these midges doing all their thing and it's getting ridiculous. I really do hope you enjoyed that video. We did wait around quite a lot, so I will see you in the next video. So please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Click on the button icon for notifications of any new updates on videos, and I shall see you in the next video. See you later guys.